Hey everybody, just wanted to take a few minutes here before we left for break and try to get a video out to you and do a screencast so you can see what's going on with the new upgrades for Infinite Campus. So I'll walk you through, this is kind of like a fake gradebook, it doesn't really exist, but this is what the upgrade will look like once we take it next week Friday. So that if you want to do this over break, more power to you. You can get a head start without having to wait for anything from me. So what I'll do is we'll start with, if you open your gradebook up, you have to go here and change to semester 2, and then go ahead and you can go any class too. Go to settings, and the biggest change that will affect us is that categories looks very different. And that's important because we have to set them up. So the nice thing that Infinite Campus did, I guess, is to streamline the process and put them all in one place. So they just go A to Z, every single class category is listed here. So even if you're, two classes have the same category, that category is there. This is for all of my classes, all choirs, music theory classes, keyboarding, etc. They're all right here. So you go through each one, you have to set them all up. I'm going to show you one that a couple of my classes have in common, just to show you like how to get going on this. So I'm going to select performing. You'll notice that semester 1 courses, again, always have a 1 digit preceding the hyphen, and then semester 2 courses have a 2 preceding this hyphen. So in order to set up gradebook for semester 2, I've got to go through each of the classes that I want it to be for, and then, yes, again, type in the value that I would like to have for the weight. So I'm going to keep doing that for each of these real quick. Going down, I'm just adding as I go. You can also change the sequence if you'd like to, right there. And then if you do want to create something like we had student learning outcomes and exclude it from calculation, you certainly can do that, and then it will not affect any of their grading, but you can still have that data there if you so choose. Really easy thing to do. So once I get my last class set up here, go to the bottom, and once I did click one of them, this option popped up. So remember, we do have to click semester 2 and select that, but do not select this. No, no, no. Once you've done that and you set up that category, then click save like you normally would. So that was easy because I had 4 classes that have the same weight for the same category. One thing to bear in mind too, though, if you start clicking through these really quickly is, for example, in oral skills, I have a music theory level 1 and an AP music theory class. They have the same category, but different weights. So AP has a 20%, so I have to make sure that I duplicate that because next semester I'm following the same weight. And indeed, next semester in music theory 1, different class, sounds the same. I have a different weight. And then follow the same procedure. I go down here, semester 2. I'm choosing not to put a sequence in there right now, but of course you want to duplicate it if you so choose. Otherwise, you have to go all the way back in there and do it later. So try to do it all now. Select your class, select the weight, and if you're not changing the sequence, make it the same. And then once you save it, you're good to go and you move on. So the one thing I'll caution people on, especially if you didn't teach a class semester 1, but you're doing it semester 2, if the name of the category is the same, you can't actually do something new. So for example, what I'm trying to say is if you go to add, okay, if I wanted to add another performing, the second I try to click anything, this comes up and it says a category with the name already exists. So it forces you to use the name that currently exists, then add the weight for a class that's semester 2. But if you wanted to just do some other thing, new category, or like performing 2, it would allow you to do that. So I could go ahead and select any class I want to, the semester 1, and take care of that. So I'm going to close this out. Those are the biggest things that I've come across so far. Now I've only had a couple days to play with it, but if you do that, you'll be in good shape. And as always, I suggest that you go and you check your grade calc options to make sure things are looking the way they should. But in theory, that's the only change that you really have to worry about. So again, if you need any help, please feel free to contact me whenever we get back from break. I'll definitely set aside some time to try to meet up with people person to person if they'd like to, but 80% of you said you'd rather have screenshots and stuff, so I hope this helps and meets that need. And thanks for watching and listening. Enjoy your break.